Mahila 1213 4352. 1213 is the address and 4352 is the Strongs. I don't want to write this down, okay? I want this to be for you. So what happened was 1213 N Tenaya Way without the A. And you'll find the rest of it on the map. It's right by Carmen. It's at the corner of Carmen and Tenaya. They had their sprinklers on, all of their sprinklers, and it was a flood. This is in the daylight, on 1/20/2026. Okay, and I put that it was 10:08 without the colon, just 1008 AM Pacific. Okay, spell out Pacific, and that if you type that in, it'll give you the Strongs. That's a Gadite Mackie to do reverence. And this is for you. This is not for me. Okay, this is for you, and I'm not going to put it on paper because I want you to put it on paper and do your sacrifice or your sacrament. So let me light up here. So what it was, it gives you the exact coordinates of the Y and the Daniel 7 within the BHB adder character. It gives you the whole rundown from Eazy-E. Now I told the cats, I was like, listen, and it got like John Candy in New Orleans. I was like, my brother is Creed. I said he got out when it was Eazy-E. And they tied that to the Giovanni Ribisi, and they tied that to Grox going to California, and they tied it to Pulp Fiction of John Travolta and Bruce Willis. They did all of that with Eazy-E, and that's what Eazy-E is. But it's mainly my brother. It's not anything to take away the key. That's not what it is. I know Big Sean says, oh, they were going to Eazy-E me. That just means they were going to tie him to a bunch of different events in Chicago. They were going to do that with 7711 or somebody, or Bobby or somebody in Chicago. That's what they were going to do. They didn't do it because Eazy-E puts out great information. Like, a watchman doing his task, you don't have to worry about these things. You know, if the task sits there in a filing cabinet, then they'll do something like that, because they'll be like, for Grox, they were like, well, he's gonna make all those videos whenever we have YouTubes, you know. So that's what it was. And so I didn't put January, I put 1, you know, because I wanted to shorten the Strongs, and you should get what I said for the 4352, and this is for you. This is, I'm giving you the exact information of exactly what was going on, because this was as I was driving in daylight, and I was by the hospital that I took the black man who got off the flight when it was Ben V and Scream, remember? And it was all that with the Breaking Bad sub-series trailer where he's all beat up. Well, this was around the time that I got my first DM. So this is for you. This could be your first DM. And I took the black man to the hospital, and his sister was sick. So I drove him around for like a day and a half. I didn't really sleep that night. I just got up and got him and then took him to the airport back. And he went to the restaurant across the street. He's like, it was all right. And then I was going to go on the 215, and he had me go on the 95 and just go like downtown to the airport. And I was like, 215 is faster, but he wanted to go on downtown. So I think I've told this story before, but it's been a while, and like that was when I got the Excalibur, and I gave him my number, but he wasn't government or anything. He was like at the very most he would have been SWAT or something, but I don't even think he was that. I think he was like a banker, or like a not Wall Street, like a realtor type banker is what I think his profession was or is now. And so I've always thought, like, was it tied to my DM? Was that his sister or something? Like, what happened? But I think the timing was that I was actually helping the Watchmen and helping Ben V. It was kind of like a circle back that you do, where it's like, this is going to be an angled approach to help someone, a people's, and then you'll get your DM, and it's not tied together. But then when you go back over there, then make sure you tell the next flock down what you saw. So I went straight past that hospital, and then this is exactly what I saw. And listen, no house out here has grass, but this house had grass, and a couple others on North Tenaya had grass. And I thought it was weird. I was like, why do they have all their sprinklers on? And it was a flood. So put sprinklers flood, and you should get that 4352. So just wanted to let you know that's what I saw. That was the vision. I typed it in immediately. It took me a minute to type it all in, as I'm driving basically. And like, it was a little stressful because it was daytime, but I mean, it was like shining daylight, like nostalgia. I'll just call it the Nost. It was like Nost. It was like shining daylight, like 50s, like I was gonna see a UFO or something. And where I am right now, I think I saw a UFO a little bit ago, but there's so many planes, I mean, but I've seen I saw one like 2 weeks ago by Aliante as I was driving. It was like these stars. They were all like, it was like 4 stars, and they were just like hanging low in the air. But if they have drones or planes doing that, I mean, it's hard to tell now, but I think it was. And I've seen like 2 other times where I thought I saw UFOs as well. But this one that I saw in here, it was blinking a little bit and just stalling midair, and then it turned to like a shade, like that black rabbit that I saw at Willow Wren, at Sun City. It was like that black rabbit, It turned a shade, and then I think it even turned into an airplane. Like I think that I don't think it was an airplane. I think it turned into one to disguise itself because it knew that I saw it. And maybe someone else did too. So, all right, thank you.